Some poets write poems. I write poets, a kind of meta verse. Mist from a mouth, cinematic. Murmuration in the clouds, words dancing at golden hour. A poet who writes poets is nature, seeding itself. Eternal green font on a page of daylight, alphabet of earth and nerve. I create living things. That's the difference between us, or maybe we're the same. Text to imagination illuminates my heart-stung tongue.
My poems write themselves on the back of other poems. Ink, pulp, black, white. I write an ode to odes, named Ode to an Ode. I write poems to congratulate myself, poems to console myself upon learning of my own death. I write poems about my poems, observational poems about observational poems, kaleidoscopic poems about other poets' poems. Poems written by other poets. I write poems about the poems that my poems write. I write poems about poems that other poets write about poems that I write. I write.
I like to envision things that poets do as they walk down the street at night. They turn their faces to each other in conversation, survey the lamplit landscape. Eyes can't see themselves, so they look away. And I like to watch a poet read at bedtime, a book about reading a book. Two mirrors facing each other in a universe of infinity. Eyes see what they seek out, and when closed, they search through other eyes. Dream, desire, memory.
All poems are unspeakable. It's hard to make anything new. I say to the poet who does not exist, except as a composite of other poets. Sometimes I write poets who don't write. So far, I've got 3 of them. The distance between writing and not writing is the distance between loving and being loved. What's the word for space between words? Line between lines. How do I ask what I can't answer? What's left out of poems makes poetry.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In the nexus where the tactile and the virtual collide, a realm unfurls its boundaries open wide. Each pixel dances to the spectral song it clings. In this space, we are all queens and kings. The scepter, an enigma. The crown, a coded chime. An empire stitched in the heather, echoing through time. Underneath the spectral base, a constant pulse springs. In the court of the fluid, whose we all as queens and kings. rebels in a realm reimagined with the ochre scepter grace. We are the sovereigns, each within a unique face. In a kingdom not imposed but crafted, freedom songs rings. In this digital dominion, reign we all as queens and kings. Our sovereignty is our identity, each in lines of code. In a land where norms are redefined, we found our abode. In this subverted kingdom, as liberation spread its wings, we stand tall, each a queen, each a king, masters of art's strings.